everyone, welcome back to Wildwood Cottage Diary and welcome back to Vlogtember. Stripe wanted to come and say hello. That's him saying hello. Hi everyone, welcome back to Wildwood Cottage Diary and welcome back to Vlogtember. Well, it's been a year already since the last Vlogtember, I can't believe it. I decided that I was going to do the September vlogs instead of the October vlogs because I always do the October vlogs on my craft channel over on my Faithful You channel. So I decided today that I would do the September one all through September. So I've been shopping today. There's nothing really much else happening around here today. I've been shopping. I've been into my local town. Gosh, it's getting expensive doing the shopping. Excuse the squeaking, but it's Stripe. He's got a new toy. I bought him a little crocodile toy today. Well, he's got two crocodiles, but one's a plush crocodile and the other one's a squeaky, plasticky thing that I have to keep an eye on because, do you know, he just destroys plastic. Anyhow, I'm going to bed early. I'm waking up early. I'm going to bed at 9 o'clock now of an evening and I'm waking up at about 4 o'clock, half 4 and getting up between 5 and half 5. There's the odd day where I stay in bed and I get a good night's sleep until about 9 o'clock in the morning, so I'm getting a good 12 hours. But most days at the moment I seem to be getting up about half 5 and getting out into my workroom in the garage, which is really nice because I haven't really done any making or any crafting since maybe last Christmas. Gosh, is it that long? Last Christmas when I did Vlogmas, I did Vlogmas for my other channel, my craft channel, and yeah, that's probably the last time I did any real making. I've only done about 3 videos on that channel this year. It's terrible, isn't it? But anyway, I've been shopping. I bought a few goodies. I bought a couple of plants, so I'm going to show you them in this vlog. I've also bought a new car. I was in Home Bargain. And they had like this trug, it's like a bucket on a wheel and it's got a handle on it and you can pull it along the garden. And I thought it might work better than a wheelbarrow because my garden's just no good for wheelbarrows at all. The paths are all really steep corners and quite steep and then you go around the corner and yeah, your wheelbarrow tips over. So it's just not practical at all for wheelbarrows. So I decided I'd try one of these carts. It was only $14.99 and it said the retail price was $39.99. So I'm going to look them up online and see if they are. I'm still carrying on with my intermittent fasting and I'm doing really well. I have eaten a little bit more, but I'm only eating if I do once in the day. I'm not eating proper meals. And yet most days I'm not eating at all. I'm just still doing my juices and smoothies. I am having soups here and there as well, my homemade soup. The other day it was leek and potato, which is really nice. And for the next week, I'm going to make carrot and red lentil and sweet potato because that's one of my favourites. So that's going to be next week's soup. I'm still making bread. I've been trying to make it in the pressure cooker. So if once I've mastered the art of doing it in the pressure cooker, I'll do a recipe for you. But probably through September, there's not going to be many recipes and things. It's just going to be a daily vlog of what I'm up to around here. What the weather's like, where I'm going, the walk maybe that we've been on, just general pottering about. And then we'll get into things properly in October when we get into autumn. So I'm going to take you out in the garden in a minute and I'm going to show you the plants that I've bought. I'm also going to show you my new little cart that I've got. And I might even show you Stripe's new little toy. He's been spoilt today. He's got 2 new toys. I bought him some worming tablets. I bought him some food. And I bought him a new bed to put in his crate. So he's now got a proper big boy bed for sleeping in his crate. And I think it'll make it a lot more comfortable for him when he goes in. Because he's looking at me now as if to say, do I have to go in there? But you know what? He was really naughty. Really naughty. I was playing ball with him in the garden. And we were jumping over the hurdles. And they've got 3 hurdles set up. He's got a hurdle, a hoop and a hurdle. And I throw it's in the veg garden by the chickens between the fruit cage and the hedge. And there's about 1 metre wide. So I've set the hurdles up there and I threw the ball for him last night and it went dunk, dink into the field, didn't it, at the back? The sheep are in the field. He's running down the path going, where's my ball, where's my ball? And yeah, he found a hole, probably about this big, squirrels himself through like a rat would, a little 1/2 inch hole. And the next thing you heard, look round, and he's in the field. This little monkey had gone through the fence, gone to his ball. Yes, you, I'm talking about you. Gone to his ball and was standing in the field looking at me. And I shouted at him and I went, Stripe, what are you doing in there? And it wasn't nasty, I wasn't naughty. It wasn't like, you naughty boy kind of shout. It was like, what are you doing in there kind of shout. And he dropped his ball and he tried to get back through the fence. And I think he'd forgotten how he got in because he couldn't get back out again. So I managed to find the hole. It had been stretched where he'd gone through. So I just grabbed hold of his collar and pulled him back through. But he did not look confused, the poor lad, as to where he should go. But consequence is now I put a screen up over the field fence to stop him getting back through the same hole. Just in case he remembers, because this dog doesn't forget anything. If he left his ball in the field, and if I hadn't shown him his ball this morning, he would have been trying to get back in the field because he would have thought his ball was still in there. But yeah, so I've bought myself a new mug. Would you like to see my new mugs? I've got little sheep on and little poppies, and that could even be my house on the hill there with the tree next to it. But yeah, they were 2 for £7, and he's just stuck his ball in my cup. Just a minute. Yeah, we'll jump. If you have a look at the other side, look, it's got a nice big sheep with their lamb. So yeah, I like my new mug. Thankfully my laptop wasn't there. Do you know, he's a little monkey. He needs worming, so he's jumping up all over the place at the moment. Whenever he needs worming, he's jumpy. He jumps on the table, jumps on the chairs, jumps up and down. He's like a little psycho dog at the moment. So he's just had his worming tablets. So hopefully he'll sleep tonight. But yeah, he's 8 months old now. Can't believe it. We've had him 5 months already. It's just gone really fast. Anyway, I'm going to get my cup of tea, and then we're going to go out in the garden and we're going to have a look at my plants, have a little look and see what's going on out there. And I think that'll be it for today, and I'll see you again tomorrow. So I'm just going to get my cup of tea, sort my plants out, and then we'll pop outside. So see you in a minute. What do you want, Stripe? You want to jump? Show everybody on YouTube what you do when you want to jump. And you tell me. Stripe? What do you want? Tell me what you want. Show me what you want. Now, what do you want? What do you want? You want to jump? You want to jump? Come on then. Jumpy, 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 jump, 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 jumpy, jumpy, jump, jumpy, jumpy, jump, jumpy, jumpy, jump, 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 jumpy, jumpy, jump, 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 jumpity, jump, jump, jump. Drop it. Drop it. So this is my nice new cart. It's got a handle on it. By a company, it's by Wildwood Gardening. It's called a rolling cart. And it's got a roller wheel down there. See, down there. And it's really quite deep. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to unload my stuff into the garage and I'm going to put my compost in it and take my compost up the garden. Yeah, so I was very impressed. I think it was $13 or $14.99. It's probably just as good as a wheelbarrow, and it means I can drag it up the garden. So that's going to be good. A bit like a wheelie bin. And I also got as well a water butt tap and a water butt diverter kit. Now, I've never used one of these before, but where it's going is it's going to go on this drain pipe here, which comes from the gutter there. And I'm going to put a water butt on the side here to get rid of the water butts on that side. To get rid of one of the water butts on that side, because I want to try and get in and get rid of the rats. So I thought, well, I'll have 2 on that side. I'll have 1 there. And I've got 1 down by the chickens. So I think that'll work really well. What I also want to do is I want to sort out down here, because I think the rat's getting in that way. So I need to try and sort that out. For some reason my door's warped. So I need to extend the door frame at the bottom. But yeah, I just thought I'd get that diverter. The diverter kit, I think that was £6.99 and the tap was £1.99. So that's not too bad, is it? So again, oh look, it's got Ward Garden on there. So that's just the same people that did me water, me trolley. I've been going around and finding loads of gardening tools as well. So I'm going to take them to the polytunnel. They can go away. Yeah, so I'm just going to get my compost and then we'll go and have a look at these plants down the garden. So I've been to Morrison's and they had this on offer from £4 down to £3 down to £1.35, and it's an English lavender and it was a really healthy plant. They had another one, but it wasn't so healthy. It wasn't so nice. But this is a white one. And I haven't had white before. I usually have the purple. So I'm looking forward to seeing what that's going to be like. And I also got the trusty parsley in Lidl because they were 15% off. So I'm going to plant them in here with the tomatoes. Because the tomatoes are starting to do well now. Look at these. And those over there. Look at them. They're doing really well. And my cucumbers. Oh, look, I've got a cucumber. Look. I've got a cucumber. Cool. I've got some nice little ones forming as well. So I'm going to have quite a few cucumbers. That's good, isn't it? So, yeah, my sweet corn's not doing so good. But I planted them anyway to see what I get. To see if I get anything towards the end of the season. Right, okay. Well, that's much easier than the wheelbarrow. That navigated down the slope and through the door much better. Just the right size to fit through the gap as well where the potatoes are. So, oh, I forgot to show you these. I also got these in the garden centre, and it's 9 greyhound cabbages, and they're spring cabbages. So I'm going to have some cabbage in the spring, so I'm going to put them in. My potatoes are nearly finished, so they need sorting out, and the runner beans have been really good. I want to sort the tomatoes out on this side because they need compost with them, but I haven't got any of these deep planters. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some yoghurt pots. I've got some over there, and I'm going to take the bottoms off and I'm going to put cowls round them and fill them with compost, and that way at least the tomatoes get a good depth, sort of 6 inches deep of compost, and then that'll give them a good feed and help them to grow, and hopefully they're going to grow as tall as them. Right, so we're going to go and get the plants, and we're going to go and have a look up the top of the garden, sort the chickens out and see what we can do in the garden. Have you seen me Himalayan honeysuckle? It's gone a bit bonkers. It's growing up the height of that tree. Still, it's getting moved. It's the same height as the buddleia. It's going to get moved, and it's going to go away. Oh, do you know I was telling you about Stripe getting out in the field? Well, that bit there, that gap there, was where he got through to get his ball, and his ball was just through there. Naughty little boy. Oh, hey ho, the chickens are at it again. So what I did manage to get was, excuse the mess on the table, I got one of these. Now this is called a twisted hazel. Now I don't like the name, I don't like the idea of a twisted hazel, but the branches grow this lovely twisted shape, and I think it's absolutely beautiful. Now yes, it does look a bit bedraggled, it is a bit autumn, but it's going to look great underneath, down by the secret garden, on the other side of the fence from the secret garden, under the trees. Now it says it'll grow in full sun and part shade and that it flowers with the catkins February and March. It says not to prune, and it says that it'll tolerate frost. Now it's going to grow 2 meters to 1 3/4 meters to 2 meters. So I think that's going to be great for blocking out some of the noise, because when it grows, it's going to grow quite thick. And all these branches, they grow up, and then they kind of hang down and grow in all sorts of lovely shapes. So I just think that's going to be a really nice bit of interest to have to look at from the secret garden. So I'm really pleased about that. So that was reduced down to £10. And yes, it should have been £25. I was really pleased with that reduction. I couldn't leave it there for that because I've wanted one of these for years. I used to work for a lady and she had one of these in her garden and I used to love it. I pruned it once and I didn't realise you shouldn't prune it, but it was absolutely beautiful, and the way it grew, it was quite statuesque. So it's going to be lovely to look at from the pergola in the secret garden. So I'm really pleased with that. I'm really looking forward to seeing that grow. The other thing I bought was I'm having a thing for hibiscus at the moment, and I saw this red one and I thought, do you know, I've got a pink one, I've got a purple one, but I haven't got this one. Look how beautiful that flower is. It's called Duc de Brabant. Excuse my terminology. It says it'll grow in full sun, partial shade, and it flowers between now and October, and it'll grow 1.75 metres. So that's going to be a really nice addition up that end of the garden as well. It says garden, tub or patio plant, winter hardy for decoration, not for consumption. Now the great thing I love about this plant is you can use the flowers for natural dyes. And that's really what I wanted them for. So I've got this one, and I've got another two up the garden that I bought with my birthday money. So this one was reduced as well. When I was first looking at them, I think they were about £15. Let's have a look. I got it for £7. Let's see what it was full price. Just a sec. Let's peel the label back and have a look. Yeah, it was £15 full price, and I got it for £7. So I got that, the hazel, and I got the cabbage, all for 20 quid. So I was really pleased with that. So we're going to take these up the top of the garden, and I'm going to show you where they're going to go now. Here they are. There's their nice new house. I've done a video about redoing the chicken run. I'm still going with it, still part way through. But they seem to be liking their new house, their new spec. Right, I'm going to go and put them in their run. Actually, I'll just leave them out for a minute. Let's see if there's any eggs. They need some water. Oh, we got two. I think someone's been eating the eggs again. And I think there's two still there from yesterday. Let's have a look. Yeah, still two there from yesterday. And they've definitely eaten another one today. Oh, there's three in there. Yeah, there's three. They're going to start going into molt soon, so there won't be as many eggs. Leave that open. Right, let's let them have a little mooch while the dog's away. Stripes in his bed, having a sleep, so I can talk to you lovely lot. There they are. Happy ladies. I'm going to try doing their chicken tunnels this week, if I can. Try and get that done. Do you like my new wellies, by the way? Got some nice new wellies today. £35. Half price in Charlie's. They're a bit expensive, but well, I need them in the garden, don't I? And I need to keep them out of the way of the dog because he ate them last time. Right, so here we are in the secret garden. It was very windy last night, so looks like everything's blown down, including this tansy. But I want the flowers, so I'm not going to cut it yet. But it will get cut in the autumn, and it'll grow back from the bottom. Oh, the neighbours are here. I see the neighbours. There you go, there's the neighbours. Seen these beautiful flowers? Well, I can use them for dyeing wool as well, so I'm keeping them. Looks like the wind's had a go. Thankfully that didn't blow over though, but this did. Oh, it's crushed my plant. the joys and perils of gardening in Wales. At least it didn't crush my magnolia. I'll have to put some of that weed membrane over so it doesn't crush everything. But yeah, everything else seems to be intact. Right, so this is what I've been doing up here, doing my secret garden bit. Still need to burn all that rubbish, but it's far too wet at the moment to do anything with it. But yeah, these are my fruit trees, and they're not going to grow any more than 2.5 metres. And I can keep them pruned to whatever height I want. But it's behind the hedge here, behind this fence here, in this part of the garden, just here, which is where I want to put the hazel and the hibiscus. I think they'll look really nice here. And then I'll be able to see them when I'm sat in the garden and down that end of the garden as well, because that way takes you through to where the rose walk is. So yeah, I've got some new exciting plans for up there for the autumn to talk to you about. So that's going to be coming in a video on its own. But yeah. So yeah, all those bricks are going to get moved. I'm going to borrow the wheelbarrow off the people next door. All this branch here needs to go in the garage to dry out. All these bits of wood I'm just stacking here against the fence to dry out, so we can get rid of where any rats might be under there. But I think all the rats have gone from here now. In that white bag over there, there's some bits of guttering I found, which must have been Gordon's, so I'm going to use them for my sheds. This pallet is going to be made into my picket fence down the bottom end of the garden, and there's another pallet under that wood there which is also going to be for my picket fence down the bottom end of the garden. And I think I'll have enough wood to do that. I need to get rid of that barbed wire because the dog is around and I don't want him catching himself on it. Now the other thing I need to do here is I need to hire these fences to keep the dog in. With the dog getting out into the field yesterday, it's worried me a bit. So yeah, what I want to do really is build something across there. So I'm going to put some weed membrane across the bottom, and then I might build it up with tree branches and build like a what's it called when you grow trellis. That's the word I'm looking for, trellis. Put a trellis up in between there, made out of tree branches, and make it like a fence. With branches up and branches across. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for, trellis. And then if I've got enough, I might do it through there. But they're going to be cutting a couple of trees down on the other side of this tree. So I might see if I can have some of the branches when they're doing it. And there's also a load of branches outside the big house next door. So I'm going to go and have a rummage in that pile there as well. And see if I can build something here and something here, just until the stuff grows up really. Because I've got plants here. And I've got plants over there. Now, I'm just thinking out loud now. I'm wondering whether to put the hibiscus here. What do you think? Hibiscus might be quite nice here, mightn't it? And put those Himalayan honeysuckle on the other side. Yeah, because I've got a magnolia there. Just next to that post, there's a magnolia and an azalea. So I don't know, I need to think about it. I've got the paint to do the bench, but I want to sort that bench out. I want to make it so I can use the pallet wood for my picket fence and make a bench out of some of the pallet wood to sit on over there. So I need to work on that in my head, think about what I'm going to do. But yeah, things are coming together. So yeah, I'm kind of convinced myself now that maybe I should put the hibiscus on the fence line there. Seeing as it's going to grow 175, that might be quite nice, mightn't it? Yeah. Right. So I think that's it for today's vlog. I can't think of anything else to share with you. But it's always nice to buy new plants, and it stopped raining. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to clear that patch which I've just shown you there, where the hazel's going. I think that's going to be my job this afternoon. Thinking about it, you know, I'm wondering whether to put the fruit trees on that side. And then I can plant on this side. If the fruit trees are on that side, I can plant some nice stuff in front of the fence. What do you think? I put the fruit trees on the other side with the hazel, and then maybe I can do something along here with some nice plants. What do you think? Let me know what you think. But for now, I've got to clear all that mess and all this mess. I might just go and pop that under the trees, this mess here, and then at least it's out the way. Because I'm going to have a bonfire. I've got one of those incinerator bins, so on the next really dry day I'm going to have a bonfire and get rid of all the rubbish, because I've got bits of chicken house and things all over the place, so I've got lots that needs to go in the bin. I've just noticed as well, I've got some willow. Maybe you can see, I've got some willow there, basket willow. Maybe I could do something with that for the fence to keep the little blighter in. Yeah, we shall see. Anyway, I'm going to go because I'm waffling now and I've got nothing else to say. So I'm going to go and get that patch tidy. I'm going to bring Stripe up, let him check for rats. That bit's going to be done. And then I can get on with sorting that part of the garden out and get planting. Because I've got an Acer that I bought for my birthday, for my anniversary last year, I think it was, when we went down to Hereford. So I think I might move that over here as well. My Waija's not looking very happy. It's been moved twice. I know you're not supposed to move plants at this time of year, but my thinking is it's cold. There's midges, it's cold, and it's not really hot sun, so it doesn't really matter. And it was raining last night, so it doesn't really matter with that either, because they're getting a good drink. Anyway, I'm going, so I'll see you in tomorrow's vlog. Enjoy your evening. See you tomorrow. Bye.